What are the economic costs of ending fossil fuel use? Imagine a world where we stop using coal, oil, and natural gas. It sounds promising for the environment, but what about the money? That's what we're here to figure out. When countries decide to phase out fossil fuels, they face some real economic hurdles. First, energy prices tend to go up in the short term. Replacing old fossil fuel plants with clean energy sources like solar and wind requires big investments. For example, building new solar farms or wind turbines can cost billions of dollars. Upgrading the electrical grid to handle renewable energy also adds to costs. These expenses often lead to higher bills for households and industries initially. But here's the interesting part. The cost of renewables has dropped a lot in recent years. Solar and wind power are now often cheaper than coal or natural gas in many regions. For example, a large solar farm can produce electricity at a lower cost per megawatt-hour than a coal plant. This means over time, switching to renewables can save money. Plus, fossil fuels are heavily subsidized worldwide, making them artificially cheap. Removing these subsidies would push fossil fuel prices higher, encouraging faster adoption of clean energy. Another big economic factor is what are called stranded assets. These are investments in fossil fuel infrastructure that might become worthless as demand drops. Think of coal mines or oil drilling equipment that might sit unused in the future. This can hurt companies, workers, and communities dependent on fossil fuels. Managing this transition fairly is a challenge, but it's necessary to avoid economic hardship for those affected. We also need to consider the social cost of carbon. This is an estimate of how much damage each ton of carbon dioxide emissions causes, like extreme weather, health problems, and environmental harm. When we include this in economic calculations, the benefits of ending fossil fuel use become clearer. It shows that the long-term savings from avoiding climate disasters outweigh the short-term costs. From a liberal point of view, ending fossil fuel use is about balancing environmental health with economic fairness. The transition can create new jobs in clean energy sectors, boost innovation, and lower health costs caused by pollution. Yes, there are costs now, but the future benefits, like a healthier planet and more equitable economy, are worth it. Governments can support workers and communities through retraining programs and infrastructure investments. So, while ending fossil fuels involves higher energy costs and some economic disruptions at first, falling renewable costs, avoided climate damages, and new job opportunities make it a wise investment. It's about building a sustainable, fair economy that works for everyone in the long run.